Hello. All right, here we go. We're here. Hello, everybody. Sorry about the delays. Just talking to the producer. No, that's not true, babe. I just plugged the microphone in. It wasn't plugged in, so no worries. All right, we're like just tweaking the setup here, so sorry for the delay. Lanny, how you doing? Hey, Jenny. Yeah, look at this. I cleaned the office. Can you imagine? Yeah, it took like a week, but I'm not. You know what I'm realizing here because we got the mic. I'm realizing something funky, and I think I'm going to do something that's a little disruptive here. Only because I feel like it's really weird that I'm looking down. I think that looks kind of silly. So, everyone, give me 1 second. I'm going to readjust the camera. Be right back. You can hear me. I'm still talking. I'm still here. If you're new and just arriving here for the first time, thank you. Welcome. This is another edition of A Name That Movie Game, and it's kind of becoming a bit of a tradition now. On every Friday, we try to have a little bit of fun. And what I do is I'll show you titleless movie posters, and you will try to guess the correct answer for those posters. The first three people that answer correctly in the comment feed will receive TMC points. And you're probably like, if you're new, you're probably like, what are TMC points and why do I need them in my life? Well, TMC points are good towards any purchase in the new tmc.io marketplace, which is now full of awesome movie collectibles. Things like Funko Pops, Fig Pins, action figures. We continuously are adding to the catalog. And this is all products that we ship directly. These are not drop shipped. These are not third party vendor scenarios. We pack them with love and attention to detail. One of the things that we pride ourselves in with our movie collectibles, because I'm a collector, I would love to have, when I order collectibles, I want to see them arrive in mint, near perfect condition. So that's really what I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about getting awesome movie collectibles in the hands of collectors in the condition that they expect to receive them in. And don't get me wrong, you can order online, the big .coms, and you could roll the dice. 50% of the time, you'll get a package in pristine condition. The other half of the time, it'll be damaged and beat up and all trash. So give me 1 second. I'm just adjusting the camera. I'm sorry about the delay. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. I just wanted to change the camera location because I realized it was looking down and kind of looked like I was on like a security camera or something, and you guys were kind of watching me. It was weird. So I'm going to put it so that I'm more directly looking at you, but at the same time, I can see my screen like we have done in the past. So excuse the hums and ahs here while I adjust the camera. All right, I think we're in a good spot. I'm going to turn it back on, so get ready. Oh, hey, go. That's so much better. Wow, I was like kind of in like a secret room there for a second and just kind of like spying on me from above. That was really weird. So anyway, all right, we're all set up. How's everybody doing? All right. Sorry about the darkness there. I just wanted to adjust the camera. It was it wasn't a bad position. It was from above and I was looking down, so it wasn't really ideal. So now I can actually look at you and say hello to everybody and a welcome to another edition of Name That Movie Game. And we're going to get started right away, but I would like to just quickly thank the producer, as she has lovingly prepared an agenda for me so that I don't ramble off topic like I usually do. And she's awesome. My partner in life and in crime. Let's see here. We're going to go with we're going to get right to one thing real quickly. I wanted to just check with everyone. And again, I can't thank the producer enough because I would have forgot this important item to bring up. Yet last night, Amazon Studios did their first ever virtual advanced movie screening for the film Radioactive with Rosamund Pike. You might have remember her from other films. And fascinating movie. I had signed up for the screening, all intentions of going and watching our first ever virtual advance. And for about 20 minutes, I gapped after dinner. I got to my link, and unfortunately, it was full. I had missed the vote on that. So I'm just curious, did anybody else get a chance to watch that advanced screening last night? That Amazon, a virtual advanced screening. You did watch it, Heather? How was the experience? Was it to get on? Did you find that it was better than standing for hours? I'm sure that's a yes on that one. Just curious, and again, I was so disappointed. I was so looking forward to the first ever virtual life kind of away, and I forgot to mention it to the producer. To saying, hey, the screening's tonight, a week, reminder. And like I said, I missed probably about 10 minutes. I was a little bit late and already filled up. So unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to see it. Did you miss it too, Lanny? Well, catch it when it's, obviously, it was your first online screen and worked great. Oh, that's great to hear. Heather just, and I should be showing what's on screen. Heather just said, the link at 6 p.m. and it worked. So the way they had set it up is you can RSVP ahead of time to the screening, and then the night of the screening, or was it the day of the screening? I think it was. Oh, yeah, that's right. It was an hour before the screening, roughly, give or take. They sent you a link to watch the screening, and you click on that link, and you can watch it. So it was a first come, first served scenario, just like they do in real life. And I missed out. So now, I have missed out on screenings before back in the day. So I knew how that felt. But now I really know how it feels with the virtual advanced screening. So, Kathleen, you also watched it? Kathleen says she watched it too. And it was a very good movie, and it felt like a private show. Isn't that fun that that Amazon Studios did that? I thought that was really just very forward thinking of them to, do that. Because I know a lot of the other studios, that's their biggest fear, because they have these, really themes, and they don't want to respect that. They want to, don't want to piss them off, essentially, by doing screenings online, because, then people won't go to the movies to see it, right? So, but I think with certain films, like dramas, biopics, documentaries, they might not always have to be seen on the big screen. So I always thought, why the fight? Like, why fight, the pandemic aside? Advanced screenings, and word of mouth generation can be accomplished the same way online, if not more, than in person. Like, word of mouth screenings were great in the 80s and 90s, but look where we are now. With the model hasn't changed, and social media came about, and still the model did not change. They fought every which way, and they still are fighting. And again, it's not so much a fight as it's an agreed relationship where, yeah, you got to have a reason for people to go to the theaters to pay for a movie ticket so the theaters can make money, and then the films want to distribute the film to the theaters so that people can. It's this constant, financial agreement amongst entities that if you bypass it by going directly online, someone's getting disadvantaged, and in this case would be the theaters. So anyway, I'm glad you guys got to see it. I'm glad that it was an enjoyable experience. Let's go ahead and get to our first poster of the day. It's 1 of 10 as always, and here it comes right now. There it is. I looked the right way this time. It's opposite. I would take a quick sip of water as I watch the answers come in here. Oh, that's an interesting comment, Heather. Excuse me when I take a drink. Heather said that it had my name and email popping out throughout it. So guess it was so people can record, share it. Or I wasn't. No, you know what? You're exactly right. That is definitely a security feature, so that if you decided to record that movie and shared it, well, guess what? It's coming back. It's coming back to you. So yeah, that was something amongst other things that they probably had in the actual film itself to avoid piracy. And again, yeah, there are measures and security measures, and technology is available now to be able to protect the studios and their product in a way like that. So kudos to Amazon Studios for trying something new. I hope it was a huge success. I had heard back from our agency partners, and they had said that it was a very great response, and that a lot of TMC members tried to get tickets. So thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for that. That's fantastic. The more people use tmc.io for their advanced screenings, the more opportunities we'll end up getting in the end. So I really do appreciate that. Hey, CO2 Dave is back here straight from YouTube. Appreciate you checking us out on YouTube, Dave. And let's see here. He's got our first guess here. Now, I'm going to say 41 Ronin. We all know the correct, we don't all know, but several other people behind Dave know that it is 47 Ronin. And it's Friday, right? We're having fun. Let's just say 41, 47. You get the idea. You knew the movie. Dave, you are first today with 41 Ronin. That is correct. Keanu Reeves stars in this movie. It's from 2013. 47 Ronin. Did I say 41? 47 Ronin is the correct title. And Jenny, welcome back, Jenny. You are one of our favorites. And you have, of course, everyone's our favorite, but Jenny's a special favorite because she is a friend of ours. So thank you, Jenny, for playing, and thank you for for getting the correct answer. Congratulations. That's second place for you. 25 points in your TMC account. And also for you too, Dave. And then I think we have here, let's see. Yes, it is third place. We have Jessica. Hi, Jessica. Welcome back. 47 Ronin. You think you are right. It is 47 Ronin. That's 25 points for you as well. You three are in the points. Kathleen, you are welcome back as well. And you are so close to that for tying, Jessica. But fortunately, just outside the points in that one. But you are also correct. Lanny, hi. Welcome back as well. You are correct. It was 47 Ronin. And Carissa, I believe you've played before. Welcome back. Thank you. It's not The Last Samurai, but very good guess. Seeing the sword in there and thinking that maybe that could have been Tom Cruise. I did like that movie a lot. One of my more favorite Tom Cruise films. It is not. It's 47 Ronin. And Catherine's just replying to Heather here, and we're talking about the Amazon Studios special advanced screening of Radioactive that occurred last night, and some of the members on TMC were invited to watch, and it looks like Kathleen and Heather both were able to watch it, and she's saying how it was odd to see the name and email pop up. I can imagine that would be a little bit like, you're like, what's that doing on there for the first time? But yes, that was definitely a security feature to have, people not pirate the film. So I'm glad you guys were able to enjoy the film and catch that screening. Fingers crossed that they bring some more of those to us soon, because that was really fun. Dave's saying hi. How you doing, Dave? All right. Hey, Dave's saying he's incorrect, so he's willing to not get the points. I was giving it to you as a typo, Dave. You know what? Let's go ahead and say Kathleen. you're in fourth place. You're going to get the points as well. And Dave, you're going to also keep those points for being honest. Thanks so much. Like I said, we try not to take ourselves too seriously here and have some fun. So you get the points on that one as well. All righty. I get to look at this. This is so nice, having an agenda and like not like struggling to know the next thing to say. Thank you. Thank you, producer. You are the best producer in the world. So, what's new to the tmc.io marketplace? Super exciting stuff. Into the Spider-Verse fig pens. We showed you some of those 2 weeks ago, and we just got some more in the set today. So the first one that I'm going to show you real quick here is Spider-Gwen, played by Haley Steinfeld. And here she is right here. Now, if you're not familiar with fig pens, make yourself familiar with them if you're a collector of anything movie related, because fig pens are extremely unique in the fact that not only is the enamel coloring on these pens really vibrant and really nice and high quality, but they also come with this patented rubber backing. You can see here real quickly. And again, you know what, let me take this out of the packaging so that you can see a little bit better of it. Here, let's go. See this a little bit. There we go. Here she is in all of her glory. You can see here Spider-Gwen. She is number 317. Now check this out as I turn it real quickly here. You can see on the back, it has this patented, there you go, perfect. It has this patented rubber backing to the pen. Now, what that rubber backing does is it allows it to stand up. So not only could you pin this to a jean jacket, which would be a really big pin to have in a jean jacket, but I've seen it before. You can also have these standing up as a collectible, like on your collectible shelf if you have one. And so the other cool thing about these that I really enjoy, this particular size of fig pen, is that it comes in its own museum quality acrylic case. So you can see here it's in an outer vinyl case, but inside this case is actually a hard acrylic plastic case that is what they call museum quality, meaning that it'll keep this figure for a lifetime. One of the other features that I love about fig pens is the uniqueness of them. Every single one of them has a laser-edged numbering on the back of the pen itself that can be tied back to the website to tell you more about the pen, its rarity, where how it was created, and so it's really cool. It adds an extra layer of collectability to it, which I'm a big fan of. Really starting to get into fig pens again. I haven't been in the pens since the 80s, and they're coming back to me in all their glory. And this is another one here, Into the Spider-Verse, Spider-Gwen. She is not yet on the tmc.io marketplace because this box just came in this morning. So I'll get these up this weekend on the marketplace. But for now, you have the other Into the Spider-Verse pens, fig pens that are on there as well, which we'll take a look at again later on during our game. So let's get to the second poster here real quick. Yes, we are not as strict as Trebek, who's Canadian, by the way. Small fact. Oh, and I did have Jessica. Thank you for reminding me. If I didn't spend so much time working on this background, which you can't see because of my big head, I would have had time to post the Suicide Squad keychains on tmc.io marketplace that I showed last week. And I have them, and I thank you for reminding me. I'm putting it on my list right now. In fact, I'm going to beg the producer if she's still watching, because I know she doesn't really watch the whole thing. She watches every once in a while. Just think if she messaged me. And I'll put the note to get those up there as soon as possible. I just heard she is watching. Love you, babe. All right, number 2. Let's get to number 2 of 10. This is one of my favorite. I wish I had this poster. This is just, I don't know how to describe it. I'll talk a little bit more about it after because I don't want to give it away, because I think it's going to be a good one. It's just a great poster. Everything about this poster is awesome.
Sorry, I was a little late.
Oh, hey.
I was just playing Minecraft.
Look who just strolled on in. Who just strolled on? Who are we doing? Playing some Minecraft?
Yeah.
You're playing your 30 minutes of allotted Minecraft time? You're on a very tight Minecraft budget, son. So who'd you play Minecraft with?
I didn't play with anybody.
Oh, you didn't play with anybody? You didn't play?
Shield didn't answer, Les didn't answer, Bob
Oh,
answered.
your cousin couldn't play today? Oh, that's too bad.
We got him, and then he hung up.
Oh, he hung up? Yeah, he's probably busy. He might have hockey or something today. Who knows? Oh. Let's get to the chat and see what we got here. Oh, man. I thought for sure I was going to stump some people. I guess I did. I stumped a few here. I see. I stumped a few. But Dave, you got it, man. Cobra, right? It's Cobra. Sylvester Stallone, 1986. And what I was saying about this poster, if I had to have one poster from the 80s, this would probably be in my top 5 on my wall. For sure. This poster, just everything. This thing just screams 80s, screams cool. It's kind of Sylvester Stallone, I think, at his peak. Not his best movie by any means, but it just, I don't know. It's just, you don't make posters like this anymore. They have to add, multiple things going on to it. This is just, you know what you're getting into when you see this movie poster, right? You know what the movie's all about. There's going to be a lot of carnage. There's going to be a lot of trouble.
Mommy's saying I'm watching.
Mommy is watching. There's going to be a lot of that good stuff on this movie poster. So yeah, this is one of my all-time faves.
Did you show these already?
Not yet, bud. But we showed Spider-Gwen, but we're going to show the other ones a little bit later. Look, we have a schedule. Mommy set up an agenda for us today, which is fantastic. We'll see. Maybe we can be less than an hour and a half today.
Well,
Kathleen, congratulations, Kathleen. You're in second place with Cobra, 25 TMC points for you. And if you're just joining us today real quick, I realize I didn't get into our how to play the games. Name That Movie Game is what it's called. Go ahead and just feel free to answer correctly in the comment section below. If you are the first 3 people to answer correctly, like Dave, Kathleen, and Anthony is, congratulations, Anthony, then you receive 25 TMC points that are good towards a purchase in the new tmc.io marketplace. How do you get those points? Good question. What you do is at the end of the game, shoot me an email. It's mark@tmc.io. You see in the bottom corner right over here. I put a little sticky note to receive your points. Email mark@tmc.io. Email me the number of correct answers that you received in the top 3 today, and please include your tmc.io email address. That way I know where to assign those points. All right. If anyone has any questions, just go ahead and answer them in the comments. We are streaming live right now today on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Periscope. So welcome, everybody. And again, all the comments are merged together. So I know if you're commenting from any one of those platforms. Thank you so much for joining us. So we're getting out the points, and look at this. Well, we have a tie. Ryan. Oh, we don't have a tie. You know why, Ryan? Because I tricked you with this one. You thought it was Rambo. Sorry, Ryan. It's not Rambo. But you did tie Anthony at the same time, but you weren't correct. So I'm sorry. No points for you in there. Jessica, you answered correctly, but just outside the points on that one. It is Cobra. And Heather, you also thought it was Rambo. Not Rambo. It was Cobra. Jenny came in correctly as well with Cobra just outside the points. Kim, welcome. You thought it was Rambo First Blood. Good guess. I mean, really, let's be honest. It could have been any one of those movies, right? Rambo, Cobra, Rambo. I mean, maybe not if you know Rambo or Rambo, what his look was. But at the end of the day, when you see Sylvester Stallone with a couple of guns, it's a good chance it's one of his action movies. All right, let's see here. Who else got correct? Did I say Heather? Heather, correct. Congratulations. Lanny, also correct. Unfortunately, outside the points, but you are correct. No worries. Lots of posters to go here. All right. So I think we've dealt out the points, and that was me checking the agenda and making sure that I was on track here. Now, here's something super cool. Like I said, we have some new pins that are new products entering the tmc.io marketplace this weekend. I'm showing those right now. And this is I was just blown away by this size. Again, I'm new to fig pins and collecting pins, and I didn't realize when they said that these are XL that they were really this big. Humongous. Huge mungus is the word here I'm trying to come up with here. This is Penny Parker from Into the Spider-Verse. You remember this awesome character? She controlled this Spider-Man robot into the Spider-Verse. Played by Kimoko Glenn was the actress playing that character. And take a look at the size of this pin. It is massive. Could you imagine sporting the denim jean jacket and rocking this thing on the back of your jean jacket? Let alone on the front. I mean, I think we're kind of out of the realm of wearable pins with this thing, and it's more like a display. But as you can see here, it has a really cool, awesome background within the theme of Into the Spider-Verse. And again, it is XL, and they are not lying when they say XL. And again, you can see here, take a look at that rubber backing. Humongous. Cool thing about the rubber back on this one, it's got this little kickstand. I don't know if you could see it right there, a little kickstand. So again, you could stand this one up. This size does not come with the hard case acrylic case, just so everyone's aware. So this one's really meant to be taken out of this case and displayed in all its glory. But just take a look at the enamel casting on there, if that's even a correct term. But the color, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. It's really amazing. And these are very high quality pins. You know, you can get a lot of cheap, not, you know, crummy looking pins, but these are not. These are substantial. They weigh a good amount of weight. And of course, you can see the detail is phenomenal. So Penny Parker, along with Gwen, Spider-Gwen, Stacy, will be on the tmc.io marketplace this weekend, along with the Suicide Squad keychains, as promised. Let's get to our third poster, shall we? It is huge. That thing was massive. I know. I couldn't believe when they came in. I was blown away. I'm like, wow, these things are, when they said XL, they were not kidding. You know, and let's get to number 4. Sorry, I'm getting myself. Oh, it's not even number 4. It's number 3. Holy smokes. Is it Friday yet? It's Friday. Here we go. Number 3 of 10. Here it is.
Hey, Daddy, look what I have.
What do you got?
Ooh,
Oh, you got a cookie. Mommy made, producer made some cookies. What kind of cookie is it?
lemon.
Lemon cookie? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Guess whose favorite it's not? You know what it needs? You know what those lemon cookies need?
What?
Guess what they need?
Chocolate chips.
Chocolate chips. And you know what else it needs?
What?
Less lemon.
You're still shaking the camera.
Mommy, yeah, I'm sorry for shaking the camera, everybody. I was tapping I was leaning on it. I apologize.
Pappy.
I've been scolded. Here's number 3 of 10. If you're just joining us, welcome. This is Name That Movie Game, where I show you titleless movie posters and you try to guess the name of the film in the comments below. First top 3 people. Hey, that's my water you just chugged, dude.
Sorry.
Can we get me another one, please? Thank you.
Yes, that's fine.
Hard to find good help these days.
By the way, Dad.
Thanks, buddy. Now take this water, since you just drank half of it with your cookie crumbs. I've seen it floating around in my water bottle. It's fantastic. Thanks for the new one.
Cookie crumbs.
Can you take it, please? Finish it off.
Hands off the desk, please.
Yes, she's correct. I was bumping a little bit. A little bit of a bump. Alrighty. I realize what I need to do to put this poster on this side. That's what I need to do. Next week.
Next week. Why can't you just do it now? Stop wanting to move it.
Oh, I missed one. Just to talk about back to the Cobra. Dave says one of his favorite movie lines in the Cobra movie was, You are the disease and I am the cure.
You are the disease.
That is classic. Wish I could pull the trailer up or pull up the movie right now and get that one line in. That's something to think about in the future. I'd love to do little snippets of trailers and have people. Hudson, please do not do that because that was my. I don't know where my spot. Okay, so if you want to hang out, you can. You're gonna sit down in your seat, okay?
Why do you?
Thank you, buddy. Well, so that I'm on track. I stay on track and I don't just like last week. At the end of last week, it was rough.
Yeah,
I think people were gonna call 911 on me there for a second there.
Why?
Nothing. I'll tell you. Talk about it later. I had a little bit of a brain fart.
Brain fart?
Yes. Dave, yes, I love that quote too. Thank you for sharing that. Let's go ahead and get to it. And look who's first. Dave is first with the correct answer. That is A Sleepy Hollow. It's a Tim Burton film. We know that Johnny Depp was the star of that one way back from 1999. And 1999, coincidentally, is the year I moved to Phoenix, Arizona and started my career as a graphic designer at an ad agency in town. And our clients were movie studios. That's the origins of TMC way back when. My first job. Yeah. And also where I met the producer. She was an intern, and I had promoted to art director, and she was an intern at the agency. I won't go too much into more of that story. Right, babe? But yes, Sleepy Hollow. I remember it well. I remember when that movie came out. And that was a Christmas film, I believe, because I had started work at the agency in October. This film came out, I believe it was around Christmas time. And I recall the posters, and this is one of the versions of the posters. So, Dave, you are correct with the first one. And Ryan, congratulations. You are second, so you get some points for that. It's 25 points for you. And Anthony, you also get Sleepy Hollow as well. We don't count typo. So there we go. We got. Oh, but hang on, hold the phone. Look at this. I have a three-way tie for third place to the second. Anthony is tied with Mary. Hi, Mary. Congratulations. You got 25. You won 25 TMC points for your correct answer, but you were also tied with Jenny. Anthony, Mary, and Jenny, all three of you received points as well because of the three-way tie for third place. Wow, I don't know if we've ever seen a three-way tie for that. So you guys all typed it in the comment section at the exact same time. And that is a three-way tie for Sleepy Hollow. Is a correct answer. Kathleen, you were right, but you missed it by 3 seconds. I'm so sorry. Lots of posters to go, though. Jessica, you're also correct with Sleepy Hollow. Carissa, you're also correct. Lanny, you knew the movie. Didn't quite get the title correct, though. Good try. Jenny was referring to the cookies, which I think are almost gone. So, sorry, Jenny. Lanny, you're correct. Sleepy Hollow, but outside the points. Heather, you thought it was called Headless Horseman, which is a great guess because it actually is the Headless Horseman, but not the name of the movie. It was Sleepy Hollow, right, Kim? Congratulations. But just outside the points on that. And Lanny's saying here she's got a Friday brain, just like I did last Friday. I remember that was brutal. And Lanny came back with Dave thought it was a very good film. Yeah, I thought it was a good film too. And Mary's excited, and Dave says, "Nice going off. Congratulations, guys. That's awesome." So that's number 3 for our Name That Movie game. And I'm going to show you another pin from Into Spider-Verse. We talked about how we have new products that are in the tmc.o marketplace. Every week we bring in new products, new awesome movie collectibles. And this week's theme is Into the Spider-Verse, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. If you have not seen that movie and you're not a huge fan of animated films, or you think maybe it's a kid's film, think again. It is a fantastic film. I really was surprised. I went into it with low expectations, thinking, "Oh, we're going to watch this with Hudson. You know, it's a kid's film. I like Spider-Man. Whatever. We'll check it out." No, that was wrong. all of those, all of those thoughts were incorrect. I really enjoyed the film. In fact, I was thinking about watching it again in the near future. And I'll talk about actually an opportunity where you can actually catch that movie for free on a big screen. More details coming up. You're going to have to stick around though. Anyway, they're going to show you the next pin that we have for Into the Spider-Verse. And we talked about big pins before. Here's a really big one too. Look at this big guy. Kingpin is in the house. Check out the size of those shoulders. Now, if you've seen the movie, you know Kingpin all too well. If you haven't seen the movie, you're going to love Kingpin. Played by Liev Schreiber. And he's just fantastic. Now, there are other names for him are William Fisk, but in this film, he's definitely referred to as Kingpin. Again, you have that patented rubber backing that allows you to stand the pin up on your shelf or any kind of collectible area that you may have. Let me just try to get a better angle on this so you're not getting, look at that detail. He's giving you the old smash-a-rooney signal there. Kingpin from Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, a fig pin XL, and a designation of X31 there. Again, on the back of every one of these pins is a really cool laser-etched engraving number that corresponds to the rarity of the pin, the design, and other fun details about the pin that you can look up on the FigPin website. So again, this is a very cool and fun collectible hobby, these fig pins, and I've just recently been introduced myself, so I am still quite a rookie in the genre, but we're trying to share it with TMC members and see if you guys like them. Again, we're starting off with the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse fig pins. We already have a few up on the tmc.io marketplace, some other characters which we'll revisit later today, but these are new characters that just came in this morning. This is Kingpin, and he's going to be up this weekend. He's not on there now, so you can't search for him quite yet, but he will be up there this weekend if you're interested in getting that big guy. Let's go to number 4, shall we? Number 4 of 10 today, and the name of that movie game brought to you by tmc.io, sponsored by Hudson. Hi. What are you doing? Just running around?
Yeah.
Do you like the pen? Is he huge or what?
He looks ugly.
Oh, that's not very nice.
Mommy said when I said that, and to me she said right. She said right.
Oh, that she said that she's ugly, or that he's big.
No, ugly.
Well, it's not for you, because you know what? What's the age say on these things?
Doesn't have an age.
No, it doesn't have an age.
So any person can have it.
That's right. Ageless. Well, I'm sure you won't want to give it to a baby, so.
Yeah, I would definitely.
I love their tag, which I just kind of found there. Collect awesome. I think that's really cool.
Spider-Man. Ooh.
Oh, 1 second, honey. Don't give it away.
Okay.
So again, these are the ones that we've kind of gone through so far. Kingpin and Penny Parker. You can just see for size.
40 minutes.
You're seeing a side-by-side comparison of both these right now. Very cool. All right. And I think that I don't know if I did this already, but I wanted to do this real quick while everyone's answers are coming in here for this 4th movie poster today. I just wanted to show you the size differential between these two. You can see fig pin XL and regular sized fig pin. Quite a size difference. But if you actually saw the movie, not that unrealistic in the fact that they make Kingpin to be a very humongous character compared to the other characters in the film. So it's actually pretty cool to see this differential in size is actually realistic, according to the film. Yeah.
According to the film?
Yes. Yes. Thank you. All right, let's get to the answers here and see if we have some answers coming in.
Yes, we should.
We do have some answers coming in. And look who's on top again. Dave is turning into becoming quite the player in this game here. He is very good at it. He's played past weeks, and he is number one again with Hearts War. Hearts War, if you remember, from 2002. Obviously, you see here Bruce Willis and Colin Farrell. It's not a happy movie by any means, but I think it was well done. I recall actually seeing this in the theaters, and I believe I might have attended an advanced screening at the time because I would have been still working at the agency. And when I used to work at the agency, after work, if there was a screening that was cool, I would always just go and attend. And it was a nice perk of the job at the time. Of course, helping out time with crowds and whatnot, but it was always fun and a nice social thing to talk to and see other people at the movies. Yes, that's it.
Why did you quit that job?
Well, I didn't quit the job. The job just changed. At the time, the agency got bought out by a bigger agency, and things started, they started merging offices and whatnot. So essentially, the agency became a different type of agency, and myself and my current boss at the time had left to form a different agency, and I worked at another agency for a number of years. So that's enough about me. Let's get to the correct answer, shall we? Dave is first with Hearts War. Congratulations. Jenny came in second place with Hearts War. Congratulations, Jenny. That's 25 points for you. And Kathleen, you are also in the money with 25 TMC points for the correct answer of Hearts War. Mary, you were correct, but just outside the points, though. No problem. There's lots more opportunities for points. Jessica, you're correct. Just outside the points. Carissa, you're also correct. And Kim was correct. Lanny, you're also correct. Just outside the points on that one. And Jill, welcome back. Hearts War is correct, but just outside the points. And I always recognize Jill from that scary avatar that you have there. It's very scary. Remember that avatar, Hudson? You thought that was a scary one, remember? Remember Jill's avatar? Yeah. And he's like, yeah, cool story, Dad. Cool story.
I actually see it.
Oh, you see it? Okay. Heather, you're also correct. Congratulations. Hey, John, welcome. I don't think you've been here before. You're on YouTube. Really appreciate you joining us and playing along. You are correct with Hearts War. Just outside the points on this one, but stick around. We have a lot more posters to come. In fact, I'm going to jump right in to our next poster of the day. This is going to be number 5 of 10. Number 5 of 10.
Hey, Daddy.
Yes, buddy.
Do you read that note that Mommy said to you?
Yeah, I've been reading it, bud. Thank you. I read all the notes that Mommy sends. Well, I don't talk about it right now. She's sending a note to me to help me stay on track.
Your 40 minutes.
So I would love to share with you guys something today, and we've been sharing it on social media. We have a brand new writer that is currently contributing to tmc.io. She goes under the moniker of the producer. And if you guess correctly, it is the producer that actually helps out on this show. She loves to stay behind the scenes. And she's my wonderful wife and mother to our awesome son. And she wrote a really fabulous blog post, the top 5 most iconic high heels moments in movie history.
And then she did like a little ballet boot or something.
Okay. So yes, so the producer has written this awesome blog post. If you have time after the game, head over to tmc.io under the news spotlight section. And actually, I've pinned this story to the top of our activity feed as well. And like I said, it's a quick read, but really cool if you're into women's fashion and high heels in film. The producer wrote a really interesting article about the top 5 most iconic high heel moments in movie history. So I urge you to go check that out. Hopefully she will be inspired to write some more content for tmc.io. I can only hope. And so please feel free to leave a comment on the blog to give her some encouragement and let people know that they're interested in her writing, because she's an awesome writer. And I love seeing her write, and the fact that she's willing to take time out of her busy day to write articles for tmc.io is really special to me, and I'm really appreciative of that. So this is number 5. Let's go ahead and get to some of the answers on one. All right, yeah, we got a tough one here. I knew this was going to be a tough one, but not really if you've been paying attention. Let's see here. I got here the first one. John, welcome. I believe John is new to the game. He thought it was Inception, which is a great guess. It's not Inception, but a good guess nevertheless. Keep guessing. And Dave is just straight up honest, saying he has no idea about this one. No problem, Dave. I'm with you on that. Jill thought this one was potentially Dark Tower, which is also a good guess. It's not Dark Tower. I'm not sure. Oh, Upside Down, the movie. You're thinking, are you saying is the poster upside down? I'm not sure if what you're saying, Mary, but it's not called Upside Down, and the poster is not upside down. So the poster is correctly positioned, and it's not, the movie's not upside down, if that helps. Kim also thought it was Inception. All right, we got one here that's tough for everyone. We love it when this happens, because we don't want them to be all easy, Hudson. We want people to, to think, go back in time. Don't have to go back too long on this one. But yeah, and Kathleen also thought it was Inception. It's not Inception. And Jessica thought it was Inception. Heather also thought maybe Upside Down. And Mary said, yes, Inception. It's not Inception. I'm sorry, Mary. Yes. And Lanny says I need clues. And I will give a clue. This movie is from 2018.
How do you know that? You didn't even see the thing.
Oh, Heather, you thought it was a movie name. And I thought that's what you were referring to. I thought you were referring to the movie Upside Down. But I wasn't sure because I saw the question mark, so I just thought maybe it was a quick comment that the poster was upside down. But either way, it's not. It's a 2018 film. And I know it might be difficult to see, but if you look closely at what you can see in the image, there are clues as to what that type of film is. Kim said that it was Glass. M. Night Shyamalan movie Glass with Sam Jackson. It is not Glass.
I want to tell you two things, Daddy.
Yes, Hudson. What would you like to tell me? As long as not spoiling this movie.
Could I hand you the ones that you want?
You can. You can.
And the second one, can I show my chair that nobody actually ever seen me in my chair, really.
Your side chair?
Yeah. I have a chair too.
All right, we'll just let another minute or two here come into play. And see some answers coming in here. Let's see here.
Hey! I got it. Hey.
Okay, hang on.
Spider-Man? Spider-Man? Okay, there's Spider-Man. You just showed it out without saying anything. That's weird, Daddy.
Another hint for everyone.
Author hints?
Yes, the producer says another hint.
Author hint. What's an author hint, anyways? Jenny got it. Daddy.
Hudson, can you not read that stuff out? And yes, I'm well aware.
You're going to tell me.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and show the correct answer because Jenny got the correct answer. Congratulations, Jenny. It was a very tricky one. Not a lot of detail in it, but if you look closely, you can see that is animated, and we have been mentioning it a few times today. Into the Spider-Verse. Again, this is another character that's on the TMC place. This is Peter Parker. He's on there right now, and he's also from Into the Spider-Verse. You can see Peter Parker holding a mug. Fantastic. But Jenny, congratulations. Good on that one. That was very difficult. And it looks like second place is going to go to Lanny. Congratulations. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is correct. And third place and last to get the points is Jessica. Congratulations. You are in the points with Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. And Mary, you were typing it, and I know what you meant. You're correct, but just outside points on that one. Dave is saying, nice going, Jenny. Congratulations. And Jill says Into the Spider-Verse. She's correct, but just outside the points. Yes, it was a tricky one, Jessica, for sure. It was a tricky one. And Kathleen is also correct on that, but just outside the points. So congratulations on that. Into the Spider-Verse, and if you haven't seen the movie, again, I'm a big fan of it. The list of actors that are in the movie, for example, this character right here.
Spider-Man?
This character right here is Spider-Man Noir, who was played Nicolas Cage. And I don't know if you know about this character. Oops. Oh, we dropped it. Can I see it, please? There he is. Spidey Ham.
Spidey?
Yeah, Spider-Ham, played by John Mulaney. He's another great character. And there's a lot of awesome actresses. Obviously, Ellie Steinfeld, which we showed you earlier, is Glenn. Chris Pine plays Spider-Man in this. Zoe Kravitz plays Mary Jane. Shamik Moore is Miles Morales, the kid in the film, the main character. Jack Johnson also plays Spider-Man. Liv Schreiber plays Kingpin, as you know. And it was a best animated Oscar-winning movie. So all the reasons to see it. And thanks, Lainey. Said that it was a good poster. And I think it is too. I think it's really cool. Spidey Pig.
Yes.
Fantastic. It's really cool, the history of Spidey Pig, if you ever read up on it. It actually was a comic. And
Spidey Pig, Spidey Pig, Spidey Pig. What would be the song?
I thought I was a producer. I was looking at a pink cursor that just popped up on my agenda. I thought you were going to type something there. All right, here we go. I'm going to go to number 6. Number 6 of 10 today, and the name of that movie poster game. We gave out all of the TMC points for the last one. Again, if you're just joining us midstream, welcome. This is tmc.io's Name That Movie game, where I show you titleist movie posters, and you correctly guess the answer in the comments below. The first 3 people that answer correctly win 25 TMC points. And those points are good towards any movie collectible purchase on the tmc.io marketplace. So if you haven't been on there, check it out when you get a chance, maybe after this game, and spend those points. So this is the next poster here. We go from, I think, difficult to maybe not so difficult, depending on your film preference, of course.
What does film preference mean?
What's film preference mean?
Yes.
It means the types of movies you like to watch. So what kind of movies do you like to watch?
It.
Yeah, that's funny. You like to watch It. Like that's ever happened in your lifetime.
No, I have not.
No kidding.
Well, I just like random movies. That's not really. That's
what kind of movies, Hudson? Do you like animated movies?
I don't know the between difference of animated and blah, blah, blah. Whatever.
So speaking of, and I actually, the producer brought up a great point here, as I missed up on the agenda here. Let me scroll back up. But if you've seen Into the Spider-Verse, here's an opportunity to see it for free. Another great promotion by Amazon Prime Video and Outlier Society. They're curated by Michael B. Jordan. It's called A Night at the Drive-In. And what it is, it's a summer-long series of free movie screenings, double features that are available all over the country every other week. And this upcoming feature at the Night of the Drive-In double feature is the movie Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse and the movie Hook. And these are referred to as movies to inspire your inner child. And I don't know if you've ever seen the post that we've got. We actually have a post. If you go to tmc.io and you go to screenings under the news category, you will see the post and the link to get tickets to this drive-in series. Again, very timely, a chance to go to the movies in the comfort and safety of your car. The next drive-in double feature series is coming up. It's July 29th. And again, it's by Amazon Prime Video and Outlier Society. And these movies have been curated by Michael B. Jordan himself. And this upcoming series, every series has a theme. And this upcoming week is movies to inspire inner child. It's Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse and the movie Hook. So if you're interested in going to the drive-in, if you're in Arizona, for example, the Glendale Drive-In has this double feature on July 29th. It's going to be a little bit hot to watch movies, but at night, hopefully the temperature dips down a little bit and you can enjoy it. But good news is it's not just in Arizona. It's all over the country. So head on to the tmc.io, go under news, screenings, go ahead and find the link for that, a night at the drive-in, and you can go on there and see which cities are available for this free double feature drive-in event. I think it's fabulous that Amazon is doing all this stuff. So really cool. Hope you checked it out. And if anyone has already been to one of these drive-in features, feel free to chime in. I'd love to know how many people have been there, what the response has been like. What I've been hearing is it's been really popular and people have been enjoying it. Again, a chance to go see movies on the big screen in the safety of your own car. So let's get to the answers on this one, shall we? All right, Kim. Kim is first to the punch on this one. Isle of Dogs is correct. Wes Anderson film that a lot of famous actors and actresses in this film. It's from 2018. Kim, you are correct. That's 25 TMC points for you. Who was in this film? Bill Murray, Jeff Goldblum, Bryan Cranston, Edward Norton, Scarlett Johansson, Tilda Swinton, and Yoko Ono. And see how I just got that from memory? It's not from memory. It's from the agenda that the producer put together for me. As if I have a memory like that. Kathleen, you are correct. Congratulations. 25 TMC points for you. Isle of Dogs it is. And then Dave, CO2 Dave won. The Isle of Dogs is correct, sir. Congratulations. Ryan, you're outside the points on that one and just off on the title, but I think you're on the right track with Life of Dogs. But he came back with the correct Isle of Dogs. Correct answer, just outside the points, so unfortunately on that one. But that's okay. Lots left. Jill, you were correct. And Lanny said Dogs Lost, which is very close. But he came back with the correct answer. And yes, Isle of Dogs is the second name of the poster. I say second name of the movie, but they decided to go with Isle of Dogs, Jenny, instead. Oh, did you see what I did there? Jessica, you never saw the movie. It's good. I would recommend it if you like Wes Anderson films. Of course, it plays to a certain quirk, and it has his quality on that for sure. His angle. And Mary thought it was a cute poster. Yes, I think so too. All right, congratulations to our winners on that one. That brings us to what number are we at now? Let's see here. We're coming up to 7. I'm going to go ahead and get right to number 7 of. Is that right? Number 7 of 10? Yes, it is. It is right. There it is, number 7 of 10. And this gives me a chance to talk about the tmc.io marketplace, which we put into place, maybe a month or two ago at most. And what it's all about is a place to be able to purchase high quality movie collectibles. What we do is we offer all things movie and television on there. And the differentiating feature of the tmc.io marketplace is not only are we for the collector, but we're also for people that just like to receive a package that's not banged up and been run over by their delivery driver, or that's not been packed into a box haphazardly at a humongous warehouse. And what I'm talking about is damaged product. If you order something online, you get it shipped to you, you expect it to arrive in good condition. Well, when you're buying collectibles or buying something or a gift for someone else that's movie collectible, you want it to arrive in a good condition. And that's why we've kind of started the tmc.io marketplace. One of the main drivers actually is the fact that we are collectors ourselves, and we appreciate it when something arrives in pristine condition. And don't get me wrong, you will receive good quality condition products from the big .coms from time to time, but you are rolling the dice. There are times when that Funko box is going to come dinged and damaged, and as a collector, that's not going to be worth as much as a box in good, great, near mint condition, which is what we strive for. We get our products directly from the factory. So there's no middleman. They don't come out of the boxes at all. The only time they come out of the boxes is when are being packed to send to you. Again, when it comes to packaging, we have premium packaging that is second to none. We take extra care and quality in our packaging. We charge extra for our shipping because our shipping is that good. We don't charge expensive shipping for the sake of charging expensive shipping. Everything that we charge for our shipping is because we put that into our premium packaging materials, whether it's a vinyl soft protector for your pop inside of a big box, or whether it's double-walled box construction. You're going to get your product in perfect near mint condition, unless it literally gets run over by your delivery driver. And at that point, obviously, we'll refund your money on that. But in the normal transfer of packages, your product is going to arrive in amazing shape. And that's one of the things that we strive to do, and also bring you really cool, awesome collectible movie stuff. So let's go ahead and get to the chat. And so if you haven't shopped yet in the tmc.io marketplace, you are earning points that are good towards any purchase in the marketplace right now. So you can take those points, you go to the checkout, and in the checkout, you have a slider where you can adjust to use the amount of points that you want. And as you slide that slider up, the price of the product goes down. It's a real fun activity to do. If you have a lot of points, you can get something probably for free. So yeah, we're giving away the farm a little bit here. But again, it's all about collecting awesome movie memorabilia and collectibles. And if you're into that kind of stuff, or even just looking for a gift for someone, check it out, tmc.io marketplace. Let's see if we have any correct answers on this one. Lanny came in with Harriet, and so did Jessica. Well, it's not Harriet, and I'm not sure if I'm remembering the movie Harriet or what the poster would look like. But it is not Harriet. Interesting. We'll have to take a look at that. But guess who's correct? Ryan is correct. Congratulations, Ryan. Thanks for joining us again. It's No Country for Old Men. And if you haven't seen this movie, holy smokes, you are in for an awesome, awesome movie. It was a Best Picture Oscar winner, written by the Coen brothers. Holy smokes. I got to watch this movie again. It was just one of those movies where you're on edge, and you're feeling for a lot of characters, and it's a lot of emotions going on, and then also just a lot of a little bit of shock factor. Just not what you expect going into it. With the title of the movie and with the poster, I really didn't think it did it justice. But then again, it might have been purposely done that way to kind of surprise you and delight you, which is how I would recommend and how I would describe this movie. It's surprising and delightful, but also just a really amazing cast. Acting is superb, and if you haven't seen it, see it. If you have seen it, watch it again, because I think I'm going to watch it again. It is that good. It's one of those movies that you'd like to watch again. So, Ryan, congratulations. You're first on that one. And, Jill thought it was Harriet as well. It's not Harriet. Kim also thought it was Harriet. Now, again, I'm going in order of the comments here just to get an idea. And then the second place correct answer goes to Jenny. Congratulations. Yes, it was No Country for Old Men. You may recognize the actor in the background there, Javier. And hey, congratulations, CO2 Dave. You're also in the points with that one. Third place, Kathleen. You thought it was Harriet. It was not Harriet. It is No Country for Old Men. Jessica, you were correct, but just outside the points on that one. Excuse me while I hydrate. And I'm in Arizona, and even though we have the air conditioning on, it is very dry. Very dry. Camilla, you were also correct with No Country for Old Men, but just outside the points, Harriet. It seems to be a popular guess. I really have to take a look at this poster and see what Harriet is, because I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on the movie. Kathleen was also correct on that, but just outside the points. Ah, yes, it's the eyes and the wand can barely be seen. Ah, interesting. Jill was correct as well. And I think Jessica's saying he's a local to area, local actor. Javier lives here? I did not know that. Yes, Dave, I agree. We're on the same page with this movie. The acting is fabulous. It really should be almost like like something you'd show in like acting school or something. Like this is how you do it. Um, oh, and Lacey sees the eyes now. Thank you, producer, for the time check. Javier. Oh, he's here. Or Jessica, are you in Vegas or are you in Phoenix? I can't remember. Vegas or Phoenix, right? Hey, Hudson, Chris is here. Hey, appreciate when you stay. Hi, Chris. I know we keep saying we'll do a weekend one for you because this doesn't quite work on the time. And we apologize. Things get busy. You know how it is. I know you're probably on the way picking up the boys or something right now, right? Anyway, thanks for saying hi, Chris. Really appreciate it. We're at number 7 of 10. If you want to stick around and play for one or two, Chris is a longtime member of TMC, or a longtime player of the Name That Movie game, and he's up on the leaderboard. Again, the leaderboard, if you're interested in knowing who are the top 10 members on TMC points-wise, go ahead and check the leaderboard. You can see the top 10 on tmc.io on, oh, I'm sorry, Jessica. I mistaken you for, I believe, maybe Lanny's in Vegas, right? You're in Florida. Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, he is crazy in that movie. It's fabulous. Like I said, if you haven't seen the movie, somehow you've just missed it or it wasn't on your radar. It's just going to be one of those just really surprising gems that you can watch this weekend. So, yeah, 4:42 p.m. in Chris is in Illinois. Oh yeah, we're 2 hours time. I was like, I think you're 3. Yeah, we're 2 hours time difference in Illinois. That's right, because it's 2:42 in Arizona right now. Excuse me. Sorry. Quick cough. Alrighty. Well, we issued the points for that one. That was number 7. And we're coming up to number 8. So let's go ahead and come up to number 8. Show number 8. So interesting thing, Netflix, as you know, has their own original content films, original movies that they've created that launched just on Netflix. And they don't usually do this. It's very odd. But recently, they've released the 10 most watched original movies to date on Netflix. And the way they've reported these tallies are by the number of accounts that hit play in the first 4 weeks of the movie's debut. So the first 4 weeks of it debuting on Netflix, if you hit play on this movie, you are counted in these tallies. So we're going to go from 10 to 1. Unlike how we do it here on the Name the Movie poster game, we're going to go from the 10 most watched movie on Netflix to number 1. And number 10 is the movie The Perfect Date, with 48 million people that have watched it on Netflix in the first 4 weeks of it debuting. Is that amazing or what? I'm blown away by these numbers. It's one of those teen rom-coms. I'm not sure if you've seen it. I have not seen it, but it is number 10 in the Netflix list of the most watched movies to date. Number 9 in this list is the movie called The Platform, with 56 million people have watched the movie The Platform, which has been referred to as the best, worst horror movie for a shelter-in-place era. I have not seen it. I think I'm going to have to see it, though, after I've just read a review here about it on Polygon.com. I've just read this review, and the title is Hello Claustrophobia. So if claustrophobia is your phobia, you probably don't want to watch The Platform, it seems like. But yeah, that's number 9. Number 8 is a fun movie, which again is in my queue. It's in our queue to watch, and I guess a lot of people have watched it. It's called The Wrong Missy. David Spade stars in this film, and it was 59 million people have watched it in the first 4 weeks of it debuting. The Wrong Missy is a Netflix comedy that people have said have been pretty good, so you might want to check that out. Number 7 is the movie called Triple Frontier. Now, I did watch this movie. I was one of the ones to watch this within the first 4 weeks. I believe I watched it within the first couple of days. Ben Affleck is in this movie, and it's referred to as one of the kind of the most maybe the last bro action movie to come out in a while, because it's a genre that's kind of probably played itself out for a little bit. You might see it kind of declining a little bit in new movies coming out. But again, Triple Frontier. I watched this film. It was long, but an interesting movie with some twists. So I definitely would recommend, if you have Netflix, to check it out. It's definitely a bro action film. Kind of harkens back to the old Rambo, Cobra days a little bit, but with a more of a modern take and a very interesting twist in the film. So I definitely recommend watching Triple Frontier, as 63 million other people have watched it. The next film, which is one of my favorites on Netflix of all time as far as an original Netflix film, is, of course, The Irishman. If you're into these actors, into this genre, The Irishman is fabulous. It's long. Yes, it's long, but it doesn't seem long to me when you're watching it. When you have a director like Martin Scorsese and you have these awesome actors like De Niro, Pesci, Keitel, how do you not just get entranced with it? Pacino's performance is especially amazing in this film. It's just an awesome, awesome movie. Again, I know a lot of people are on the shelf about this. They might not have the patience for it, and I get it. It's not one of those films that might keep your attention all the time. It's a historic. It's a piece about history, but it's also done. And there's some distracting CGI effects to make the actors look a little bit younger. That would be my only kind of downplay on this as well. But really, if you haven't seen The Irishman, definitely check it out. All right, we'll pause right now. That's the five. We'll go to number 5 after we kind of reward the correct answers on this film. The producer just sent me that note, and it's a very good note. Thank you very much for that, because yes, it's getting a little bit long because I like talking about these films and passionate about some of them, especially The Irishman. So let's go see here. We were talking about, okay, first answer here. Let's see. Oh, okay. Jenny switched to YouTube. I was like, I recognize this for some reason. I recognize this username, and Jenny switched on to YouTube. Sweet. Thanks, Jenny. And you are correct. It is Hobbit: Desolation of Smaug. Excellent. Excellent guess. Good job. Because again, not a lot of detail in that poster. You'd have to be a Lord of the Rings fan to kind of, I think, be able to recognize that. So congratulations. First to the punch on that one, Jenny. Good job. And CO2 Dave, also on YouTube now, has been always on YouTube. The Hobbit: Desolation of Smaug is correct. That's second place for you, Dave, and that is giving you 25 points as well. Jessica, you said Lord of the Rings. Ooh, I'm a fan of Lord of the Rings. I have to be a bit of a stickler on this one since there are so many Lord of the Rings movies, and it is Lord of the Rings, part of the series, but it's specifically The Hobbit, and it's the Desolation of Smaug. So I can't give you points on that one. Sorry, Jessica. Yeah, Jenny's telling me that she switched. Thanks, Jenny. Jill, you are third place with The Desolation of Smaug. Congratulations. Ryan, you were right with The Hobbit, the series, but again, outside the points on that one. So Chris is saying, dang, doesn't have Netflix. Chris, I'm sorry to hear that. If you ever decide to get a streaming service, I think Netflix has probably the most bang for your buck these days. Although The Mandalorian is on Disney Plus, and that is a damn good show. But as far as pure volume and as far as pure volume and the amount of quality programming that they're pumping out, I would say Netflix. If you're going to have to only have one, I would definitely say Netflix is probably the way to go right now. If you don't agree with me on that, definitely comment. I'm open to the conversation on that for sure, and maybe that should be a conversation we have one day. So I believe we got all the points out, right? We have Jenny is first, Dave is second place, and Jill was third. Anthony was also correct with The Hobbit. Kamal thought it was the Lord of the Rings series. Again, it is specifically The Hobbit. Kim, Lord of the Rings, and Kathleen, Hobbit: Desolation. You guys were all correct in and on the area, but we've we've issued the points, and the points went to the people that correctly named the entire name of the film, because we know that The Hobbit had several films in it as well. So I don't think I would go with The Hobbit as a correct answer. But it doesn't matter since we already awarded the points. But you guys are in the right area and you're in the neighborhood, so that's good. And Chris is out of here. Hey, again, thanks so much, Chris. Stay safe. You too. We will do a weekend thing for you at some point, I promise. Heather's saying The Wrong Missy was funny. Well, it's in the queue. It's all lined up. Maybe we'll watch it this weekend. Thanks so much, Heather, for that quick review of the Wrong Missy. And Triple Frontier, Dave and I seem to have movies. It was good, wasn't it, Dave? Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was one of those ones where you just kind of unplug and just enjoy some action and a good bro flick. Let's see. Oh, Jessica said she watched a Eurovision with Will Ferrell. It was cheesy and funny. So yeah, Eurovision. So many high hopes for Eurovision, right? You see Will Ferrell in there, and Amy, and you're like, oh, this is going to be great. This is going to be good. And yes, it is what it is, right? But it isn't really what it is at the end of the day. Eurovision, it's a bit of a sneaky film. I wouldn't say it was the best of Will Ferrell's films ever. I wouldn't say that, and I won't go into it too much more. But Eurovision really ended up being, I think, a bit of a heartfelt homage to Eurovision. And I won't say anything more than that because it is still new. And I'm sure it might make this top 10 list just from the actors that are in the film. But if you really want to unplug your brain for 2 hours or so and don't want to think about life, check out Eurovision. Tell me what you think. My email is right there. You can thank me later or not. Ryan is correct as well. Heather is agreeing with you, Jessica. And Lanny also got it correct. And Mary, hey, thanks so much for joining us, Mary. Really appreciate it. You have a great weekend, too. Thank you for playing with us. Really appreciate it. And yes, it is a real thing, which is something I learned watching Eurovision. Oh, boy. All right. So that was great. Thanks so much. We got that correct. That was number 8. I'm going to go ahead and put up number 9, and then we're going to talk about the rest of that top 10 list. So here's number 9 real quick, and we're going to go back to the Netflix top 10 most watched movies to date. Number 5 is Murder Mystery. Do you remember Murder Mystery with Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston? I can't remember exactly when it came out. I think it was in the spring, right? Sometime. But yeah, we actually put it in the queue. We watched it. It was good. Enjoyed it. Had some good parts to it. Murder Mystery was number 5 with 73 million people watching it. Wow, Adam Sandler has just had a humongous run with Netflix. Congratulations to him and his career and his deal with Netflix. Big bucks going on there, and he's putting out some decent movies. So good job for him. The next movie is number 4. It's called 6 Underground with 83 million viewers. 83 million viewers. Ryan Reynolds in an action film. We know we love watching Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool, but 83 million people decided to tune in to watch Netflix's Underground, which didn't get the best reviews, but you know what? A lot of people decided to dive in and check it out. So if you've seen it, let me know what you think. I have not seen it yet. It's in the queue as well. So many good movies to watch, or so many movies in general on Netflix. It's tough to get to that queue. There's only so many hours in a day, right? Number 3 in this list of the top 10 most watched original movies to date on Netflix, these again are Netflix original movies, is Spencer Confidential. Mark Wahlberg, back in his almost, I would say, traditional role of being a cop, or a guy with a gun, as you put it. But yeah, Mark Wahlberg is in this movie, and it's called Spencer Confidential. I wish I could say something fun and witty about it. I have not seen Spencer Confidential. It is also in my queue. Again, there's a lot of movies in my queue that I have not yet to watch yet. But A lot of people have watched it. 85 million people have watched Spencer Confidential. So again, another one maybe to add to the queue. Number 2 in this list is Bird Box. Now, Bird Box, I believe, had the top spot for a long time. It had it for a long time. Again, we have Sandra Bullock starring in this film called Bird Box. 89 million people have watched Bird Box on Netflix. Again, it was, I believe, at its time, Netflix's #1 original movie to date. But it was toppled by this action-packed movie called Extraction. Extraction, starring Chris Hemsworth. Holy smokes, I'm struggling. Chris Hemsworth was in Extraction, and 99 million people have watched Extraction on Netflix. I am just baffled by that number. 99 million people have watched this action-packed film on Netflix. Can you believe that? So that's it. That's the top 10 most watched original movies to date on Netflix. That was a really cool list that Netflix decided to put out. Very interesting information, and I hope they do more like that in the future, and we will share with you if they do. So again, let's get to the chat and go ahead and come up to our number 9 of 10 film here. Let's get some correct answers coming in here. Let's see who we have. All right, so number 1 correct answer is American Gangster. You are correct, Dave. It is American Gangster. And number 2, Jenny is correct with American Gangster. I'm curious as to why you switched to YouTube, Jenny. You'll have to tell me later. If you think you have some kind of advantage on YouTube, maybe it's faster. I'd be curious to know because you've switched from Facebook to YouTube. So that'd be very interesting to know. Oh, Ryan thought this was the old classic De Niro flick, Raging Bull. It was not Raging Bull, and it might be the contrast on your screen or the stream, but actually he is holding a gun there and not boxing gloves. So that was not correct, but that's okay. There's one left. So Jill, you are number 3rd correct answer with American Gangster. American Gangster. All right, interesting.
Daddy.
Yes. Oh, yes, I got that note. Thank you.
Time to wrap it up.
Yes, son.
Hey, you want to say hi to Nona?
Oh, hi, Nona. Okay, not right now, bud.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, so that was the points were issued. American Gangster, I believe. Let's see here. Let me just go back through. I'm sorry, I was interrupted there. Hudson was live chatting with my mom. So with no screen on because his screen time's over. So that was funny. Anyway, so Dave is first. Jenny is second. Jill is 3rd with that. You guys got the points. Kathleen, you were correct, but just outside the points. Jessica, you were also correct, just outside the points on that one. Anthony, correct as well. Kim, you were correct. That's okay, Anthony. We don't punish or penalize, I should more properly say. We don't penalize for spelling mistakes. Camilla, you were correct as well. Oh, yes. And that is going to be what we're going to be watching this weekend. Good film. Jenny recommends. We will be watching it for sure. Old Guard is coming out, or is out now on Netflix. And again, that is an original film. It'd be really interesting to see after 4 weeks are done where Old Guard, starring Charlize Theron, falls on this list. So maybe they'll do it every month or every quarter. We'll have to see, but very cool to say the least. Heather said she liked it. She's a Ryan Reynolds fan, so that's cool. I'm going to check that out for sure. Heather says that was a good one too. Marky Mark. Who doesn't love them some Marky Mark, right? Dave is also giving thumbs up to Old Guard. Nicely done, he says. All right, fantastic. We know what we're watching this weekend. Oh, but she hasn't seen. Okay, she's replying to you, Heather. Jessica is saying that she likes Ryan Reynolds as well, but has not seen it yet. And Dave is saying Bird Box is good, but the book is better. Isn't that the case a lot of times, Dave? Yes, we know you meant Bird Box. No problem. Jessica's saying Bird Box let her down a little bit. That's unfortunate. Gotcha. Thanks, Jenny. Let's see here. All right, awesome. Jill's saying Old Guard is on her list as well. So it looks like a lot of us will be watching Old Guard this weekend if you have Netflix. That's alrighty. So that's number 9. Number 9 here. We're coming up to the end of our game, and let's go ahead and make sure that we've hit all our agenda points. And again, this is American Gangster. Of course, Denzel Washington stars in this film. My personal opinion, one of his best films. I really enjoyed him in this film. Of course, Ridley Scott directed this. Big Ridley Scott fan. So great film. If you have not seen American Gangster, which came out in 2007, head back and check it out. I'm not sure where that can be seen right now. That might be a nice thing to add to this game in the future, being able to let you guys know where you can watch these films if you haven't seen them. Note to self. All right, let's get to number 10, shall we? 10 of 10, the last poster of the day for Name That Movie Game. And if you're just happen to join us right now, well, you're here, and we really appreciate you joining us. This is our last titleless movie poster that we'll be showing for the day. And the name of the game is Answer Correctly in the comments below. Just simply put the name of the film if you know it. If you're the first 3 people to answer correctly, you're going to win 25 TMC points. And those points are good towards any purchase of awesome collectible movie stuff in the tmc.io marketplace. Just head on over to tmc.io and click on Marketplace, and you can see all the awesome, cool movie collectibles that we have on there right now. And we've been showing you some of the stuff that just came in this morning, and I will just show you real quickly here what just came in, and that is these new fig pins from the film Into the Spider-Verse. This is Kingpin and just totally gapped. Penny Parker, Kingpin and Penny Parker. Huge XL fig pins. These are massive fig pins. These are going to be in the tmc.io marketplace. They're not there yet. They literally just came in this morning and just got shipped in. So we'll be placing these in there this weekend for sure. And I have one more to show you, but it looks like my little boy grabbed it and put it somewhere. Oh, nope, there it is on the floor. Perfect. And here it is right here. Spider-Gwen, played by Haley Steinfeld. She is going to be also there. She's going to join the other characters that we have currently on the tmc.io marketplace. Spider-Man Noir, played by Nicolas Cage. And of course, we also have the other 2 characters, Miles Morales and Spider-Man himself, Peter Parker, are on there. These are on there live right now. So we're going to have all of the Into the Spider-Verse fig pin collection will be on tmc.io to be able to use your points for in the near future. So again, thank you all for joining us today. We really appreciate it. We love doing this every Friday with you. It's turned into a little tradition now. And again, we really appreciate it. And if you haven't checked it out yet, please head over to tmc.io, click on News, Spotlight, and you'll see our latest blog post. Our new writer has decided to contribute to tmc.io. She is the producer. She is the brains behind the operation. She's written a fabulous blog post chronicling the top 5 most iconic high heel moments in movie history. And please, if you read the post, comment down below if you agree, disagree, or if you like the post. I'm really hope you check it out because it's really well written. And of course, I'm biased, but I think it's a really fun post. So go ahead now and check that out after the game here. So let's go ahead and Ryan, take care. Thanks so much. Let's go ahead and get and award some points here. I'm going to go ahead and scroll the top. Well, we got a lot of points coming in here. All right, the first one to guess is John on YouTube. John thought it was Constantine. Good guess, John. It is not Constantine, though. It is a different Keanu Reeves film. And Ryan also thought that maybe it was Constantine. Not Constantine. Good guess, though. But Jenny on YouTube came in with Siberia. Congratulations, Jenny. It is Siberia. Siberia was a 2018 film starring Keanu Reeves and Molly Ringwald, if you remember Molly Ringwald. She's from 16 Candles. Another fun fact from 16 Candles is Jake Ryan, the character in 16 Candles, turned 60 this year. Let that soak in. 60. He actually supposedly quit show business in 1991 and now is a custom furniture maker. His name is Michael Schufling, and he played Jake Ryan. Now, there are some conspiracy theorists out there that think that Michael Schufling is actually Matt Dillon, and that after that film, because of the popularity of the Jake Ryan character, he went back to his original name of Matt Dillon so that he wasn't be able to be so that he wasn't easily recognized. Now, that's a theory, and again, it's a big conspiracy theory that's out there. And as you know, the internet never lies. So go ahead and look that up if you have some spare time. That Jake Ryan. The fact, though, is that Jake Ryan is turning 60 today, and he's from. And that just let that soak in. All right. So we're rewarding some points. Jenny got it correct with Siberia. Jessica thought it was Constantine. It's not Constantine. Good guess, though. Again, Kathleen, Constantine. It's not. Camilla thought it was also Constantine, and so did Jill. Wow, everyone thought this one was Constantine. And Dave is straight up honest, saying he's not sure on this one. But Heather came in with second place with Siberia. Congratulations, Heather. You're in the points on that one. And Jill, you came in on third place on this one with the points. Congratulations, you nailed it with Siberia. Kathleen, you were correct, but unfortunately just outside the points on that one. Ryan, you also were correct, but just outside the points. Jessica as well, correct. Kim, you were correct as well. Yeah, Kim said it was also correct, but just outside the points. And Ryan, thank you, and see you next week. So real quick, if you're new to playing and you answered correctly, how do you get those points? Go ahead and send me an email. You read here that says to receive your points, email mark@tmc.io, and please include your tmc.io email address. That way I know where to avoid the points. So when you email me, tell me how many you got correct, include your email address. I will award you your points sometime within the next 48 hours, potentially later today or tomorrow at the latest. And you can use those points right away for merchandise in the tmc.io marketplace. Again, thank you everyone for joining us. We really appreciate it. That's it for another version of Name That Movie Game. I hope everyone has an awesome weekend. Please stay safe out there, and we'll see you next week. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.